You know your favorite coach read them comments. And the comments that I've been seeing about this topic that we're going to talk about today sparked my interest to really dig in and see exactly why this university is so excited with what's going on from their recruiting class this upcoming season. This is their fifth highest recruiting class that they have had as far as high school students coming into the program. And you know what? They got a head coach that's coming that's over this program now that remember how things used to be when he was there playing for them back way back in the day. I'm about to say way yonder. That was the word. That's where I was going to go with this thing. Way yonder, just way yonder. He has his mindset like, you know what? We're going to put this thing back together in the manner in which I'm accustomed to seeing it go down. And looking at what they got going on right now, it has the Wildcat fans excited as far as what they could possibly see this upcoming season. And you know your favorite coach gonna talk about it. You know I'm gonna jump on into it right after this. You know it's your favorite coach back at it again. 10 toes down, about to tell you how it all went down. This is Tomorrow Leader Sports Network with your host, Coach Walker. If you're new to the channel, please like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can get all upcoming videos. For all my leaders out there, welcome back. Y'all know the drill. Y'all know the routine. If you haven't done so already, please like, comment, and share these videos and tap in a friend or two and tell them to come on in. It's nothing but positive vibes. We're just having a good time talking about HBCU sports. And don't forget, you can follow us on all social media platforms. The links are listed down below in the description. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump on this thing because I know, like, Coach, what you got going on over there, boy? You turned up yourself. Listen, but them Bethune Cookman, boy, they say, let me pop my collar a little bit. Let me pop my collar. Let me pop a little something, let y'all know what time it is, because y'all ain't gonna keep talking about everybody else under the sun, and all y'all got is nothing but negative stuff to say about Bethune Cookman. These folks is putting on, they are addressing me in the comments saying, listen, man, we about to get out here and kick some folks behind this season. Now, I understand. Coach Sims, when he was there, they went 2-9. Last season under Coach Woodie, they went 3-8. Matter of fact, under Coach Woodie, they've had their fifth highest recruiting class according to high school recruits by 247sports.com. Crazy thing about this is that they had other high recruiting classes. A couple of those recruiting classes happened when Coach Jenkins was there. I think Brian Jenkins, I think that might be Juice Jenkins' father that used to play over at Alabama A&M. I could be incorrect, but if I am wrong, please let me know. But I'm sitting here saying, wait a minute. Bethune Cookman was wearing tail out, boy. I mean, they was handling some business when it was over there in the MEAC. It only happened when they came to the SWAC that things started, and they trying to get it back together again. But I'm sitting here saying to myself, you know what? Let's see exactly how this thing gonna turn out, because I honestly believe that these folks can really get some things shaking and baking and moving the way that they want to move so that they can do some great things. And the only way that's gonna happen, you got to have a foundation. And without that foundation, guess what? You have nothing. And the funny thing is, I said, you know, let me look at a few things here as far as how things got a little off track. You know, they had a lot of, negative press over the past couple of years as far as what certain things that went on the university, the practice facility and all that other kind of jazz and whatnot. Yeah, those things did happen. We cannot sit here and act like it didn't happen. And hopefully all of those things are cleaned up over there, because guess what? Looking at this class that just came into Bethune Cookman, I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Wait a minute. But see, the type of class that Coach Woodie just brought into Bethune Cookman University is the same type of class that was coming in there when head coach Jenkins was there. You know, Coach Jenkins had a couple of those high-ranking classes, recruiting classes himself. I mean, think about it now. I had to go all the way back to 2010. I said, I just want to look at some records here to see what's going on. And Bethune Cookman, I think they might have had maybe 1 or 2 seasons where they had a losing season, or they weren't. Either they were 500 or had a losing season. Other than that, they was competing. I mean, they was competing at a high level. And the only way you're able to do something like that, you got to be able to bring some talent into your program. And looking at what they were able to do, 2012, they won the MEAC championship outright. I think it was 2010, 2011, and maybe 2014. I think they won a share of the MEAC championship. They went play in the FCS playoffs in 2013 against Coastal Carolina. They lost to them. But the crazy thing is, I said, wait a minute, let me dive in this. I was like, Coach, you got to dive in this a little bit deeper. Let's see exactly what's going on here, because Coach Woodie got the 5th best recruiting class for the Bethune Cookman football program? Wait a minute. Whoa. Let's look at some of these other classes. Because, see, all of the schools were getting athletes from Power 5 schools. It just became prevalent now with the transfer portal and all of that type of stuff that was going on, and people really paying attention to who was coming in and going out of these different colleges and coming in to play. I mean, heck, they was getting community college athletes to come in there and play. That was some dogs. They was coming in there they was giving that work to them folks, letting them know, hey, look, hey, y'all don't want this smoke, man. And the crazy thing is, when I looked at a couple of these athletes that have come through Bethune Cookman, like junior college players, as far as junior college players, you had players from Rutgers, you had players from like different places. Heck, they even had an athlete come through there from LSU. Matter of fact, let me drop this off to you right quick. They had Rutgers. They got an athlete by the name of Al Goffard Lane that came from Rutgers. Cincinnati University, Quincy Quintant, and the offensive lineman Stavion Lowe from LSU, in which I believe he played at a community college before he came to Bethune Cookman. And not only that, like I stated, they were recruiting all of the talent that they could get out of the state of Florida, which is something that you saw happen in this current recruiting class. So I'm sitting there like, wait a minute. Coach Woodie opened up the pipeline from Florida to California. He went coast to coast on everybody. I mean, hey, Coach Woodie, you think you Michael Jordan or Magic Johnson, somebody coming down the court just, shooting a no look, daggone pass to somebody, go ahead and hit that bad boy for a deuce? I'm like, Coach, you put in some work. I got to give you your props on that. But looking at how everything just panned out, you have to really see exactly the direction that they're trying to go. And like I said, Bethune Cookman, they trying to get that old thing back. It's like that old girlfriend out there. Y'all hear me talk about that old girlfriend. That old girlfriend, she slide on off and you see her get like, ooh, mama nice over there, boy. Hey, I got to get back over here with mama because mama got some things going on right now. Let me get back over here with mama and see what's really happening, because when I was with her, boy, things was just moving in the manner which I needed them to move. And right now, that's what they're looking at. They're looking at the old girlfriend. They're looking at that old, I ain't going to say that old beat up Chevy, because some of the ladies out here to watch the show, they be like, Coach, why it got to be an old beat up Chevy? Why it's got to be a C? Why he can't be the old beat up Chevy? Okay, then we're going to say he the old beat up Chevy, and you're looking at the brand new coyote gray coloring out here like, ooh, that thing nice, boy. Look how it ride nice and comfortable. I want to get in that bad boy and take it for a test drive. And guess what? Coach Woodie said, nah. We're going to go ahead and take this old beat up Chevy and see what time it is. We're going to ride this thing and see who want to be with us, and then we're going to go ahead and make it do what it do. And that's where we are right now, because you got to take into consideration now. Coach Woodie understand, you got to have a foundation. Got the foundation with, you got the quarterback, Luke Sprague, who was out last season. He was injured. I think at the beginning of the season, I think he injured his hand. He was out for the remainder of the season last year. He's back. That young man can spin that ball. Coach Woodie got some athletes that's coming into the program. There's some athletes currently there within the Bethune Cookman football program. But we're going to talk about the new folks. We're going to talk about the new folks, and as things get a little closer to find out who exactly is going to be on the roster, we'll start talking about the old folks. But we're going to talk about the new folks right now that's coming on in this thing, because you know what? You got a 3-star offensive lineman, William Roberts III. Y'all know whose son that is. Oh, Rick Ross, none other than William Roberts II. Rick Ross, that's his dad. He's coming down there to play at Bethune Cookman University. That young man went to Thomas Aquinas High School in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And then not only that, but you got Cornelius Bass, a defensive end from Edgewater High School from Orlando, Florida. And there's a couple of other athletes that's coming in there from the area in the state of Florida that's coming in there looking to do some damage. Now, the athletes that they got coming into this thing through that transfer portal, now, let's talk about them for a second. You got defensive back, Terrence Alexander, transferring in from Jacksonville State University. You got defensive end, Dallas Corbett, transferred from the University of Central Florida. See, there we go again. Florida. They getting them Florida boys, but they know the Florida boys got some speed. They going after it right now. They got another defensive lineman, Thomas Nash, transferred from Tennessee State. Defensive lineman, Orion Patu, transferred from Arizona. Wide receiver, Sean Rush, transferred from Arizona State. Defensive back, Raymond Woodie III, transferred from the University of California, Berkeley. Just to name a few. Like I said, hey, coach is lining them up. He letting y'all know, look, we ain't playing no games out here. We about to do something with this thing. We're coming in here to put on. We're coming in here to put on to let y'all know. Y'all thought it was gonna be an easy way of getting this season. Now we about to go ahead and start ramping this thing back up. And again, like I said before, if you watch and look back at what they were able to do, especially, you know, your favorite coach told y'all this already in the show. I'm hoping y'all paying attention to me and y'all ain't tuned off of this thing already, because I'm just saying, Bethune Cookman is trying to let y'all know they are coming in this thing to shake it up and make some things happen, regardless if you like it or not. And the funny thing is, like I stated, Bethune Cookman, they understand the roadmap. They understand the game plan. They're going back to their roots of how they were out there recruiting athletes in the past. Again, we're seeing this. Matter of fact, while we're playing games with this, we're seeing this happen at majority of the HBCUs right now. They're going to get more athletes that's within the state where that HBCU, university, or college reside. They get no big-time athletes and bring them into their program. Why? Because they say, hey, why not build from home? Why not build from home? We can do it like that. And guess what? That's what Bethune Cookman is doing right now. Matter of fact, again, it's just like looking at how all of this is going on right now, it really got me, because I said, God dog, they are attracting the athletes within the state of Florida to come in that program and play for Coach Woodie. Remember, Coach Woodie went to Bethune Cookman. He understands how the program go. He know how they was working that thing out back in the day, getting them athletes to come in there, put on for the university, and make it do what it's do. It's definitely going to be an interesting season for the Bethune Cookman football program, because you know what? They're going to be looking to get back in the swing of things like how they were back in the early, was it 2010 coming forward, where they ran off like multiple wins against FAMU in the Florida Classic. Not only that, 2019, shoot, they beat FAMU and Jackson State that same year. So you know they trying to get that thing moving the same way that they did before. And crazy thing about it, we're going to see exactly what Coach Woodie got underneath that hood to make that old Chevy go, so that people can see and understand that this thing here is real. You got to take into consideration one thing. Every school goes through a cycle where they end up, you know, I'm going to say losing their way, or better yet, you know what, I'm going to be honest with y'all, because one thing I can say is this. From the show that I did the other day, I want to thank all of you guys for the condolences that you gave me for my best friend. I do miss him a lot. And it's been heavy on me for the past couple of days, just trying to walk through this right now, especially with everything I'm dealing with, especially with my dad. Y'all see him on my shoulder. But looking at what Coach Woodie has been able to accomplish just with the recruiting class. I know y'all say, well, Coach, it don't mean nothing. It's just this on paper. We got to see what they can do once they line up out there on the field. You're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. But one thing I would say is this. You got some folks that's coming in these programs that's hungry. They want to show exactly what they can do. Remember, guys, each of these institutions, each institution, be it SWAC, MEAC, CIAA, SIAC, they've gone through. They've gone through their. I don't want to say they've had their season. Just like a football season. You had your season. When you look back on each season, you see how within that season, there were some things that you could have did better. There were some things that you did do better. And there was just some miscues here and there that just kept you from winning games. If you look back at some of the scores in which Bethune Cookman lost games, there's little hiccups here and there. And I'm sure they're going to find a way to get themselves positioned to get disciplined enough so that they can come out here and compete. Somebody gonna get their rim rocked this daggone season, where they're gonna be trying to figure out like, whoa, I wasn't expecting them to come do this to us. Well, guess what, daggone? They was expecting to come do it to you. And if you weren't paying attention to what's going on and wasn't paying attention to who was lining up in front of you or out there on that field looking to make a play, I feel sad for you. Because the one thing I love about what's happening right now at the SWAC is that every week it's going to be a game. The competition is going to be up there. We're going to check out Mississippi Valley State to see exactly what they're doing over there as well, because I'm hoping Coach is building that thing up as well, building that thing up just like everybody else is, because you got to start with the foundation. The foundation is going to be the youth that you're going to bring into the program for them to be able to come in and compete. Some of the guys that I just named off to you, those are going to be individuals that you're going to see that can possibly come in and make an immediate impact with getting out there on the field playing ball. The high schoolers that I'm talking about. Again, William Roberts III. He's an offensive lineman. There's a couple other offensive linemen that came into the program. There's some big boys that should be able to give Sprague some protection in that back in that backfield for him to get them passes out to those receivers down the field so that they can continue to keep moving that ball. Once again, I'm waiting to see how this all is going to unravel. But like I stated before, Bethune Cookman fans, trying to let y'all know they got something to cheer about. And y'all ain't gonna slow them down or shut them up. They gonna talk, they know it. Like I said, pop your collar and talk about it, Bethune Cookman. Don't sit back and let folks try to put you in the back seat. Man, y'all ain't got to talk about. Y'all ain't gonna do no. Y'all went 3-9 last season. Y'all gonna go 3-9 again this season. Excuse me, 3-8 again this season. Well, no, excuse me, it might be 9 because y'all might have 12 games as well. So coach gonna go back and look at that schedule, double check to see if y'all got the 12 games on y'all schedule, just like a lot of these other folks are doing. I believe you do. But I want to see you guys get out here and turn this thing around. Get back to how it was back when you was over there in the MEAC, where y'all was competing week in and week out, letting everybody know, hey, listen, this ain't going to be no easy out. Matter of fact, you're going to have to bring your A+ game when y'all come out here and play these Bethune-Cookman Wildcats. But, guys, Coach going to go ahead and get up on out this thing. Congratulations to you, Coach Woodie, on your accomplishment. I know some folks will say, oh, that ain't nothing. He just recruited some folks. What that's supposed to mean? Guys, at the end of the day, Coach Woodie get them young men out there on the field that can do some things and show up and show out. Y'all going to be sitting back trying to figure out, like, wait a minute, what did Coach see that we didn't? I'm not sitting here saying they're going to run the table, they're going to go undefeated. I'm not saying that. I am saying that I'm hoping to see a team with a better record than 3-8 last season. This season you got 12 games. I want to see a team with a better record than what they've had over the past couple of seasons. I ain't talking about 1 or 2 games. Hey, make some strides with that thing. But you know what? Coach going to go ahead and get up on out this thing. But until next time, be the one and lead.